Yes? Thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up. Give me it on the chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hopefully. Yes. Sorry, it was not plugged in. Apologize, everyone. We should start that all over. I might edit this video today. Anyway, come to a nice seated position. And if you don't mind, as I was saying before when the audio wasn't working, please stay till the end of this class because I have a question to ask you. It's my little way of trying to get you to stay for Shavasana. It's like, yeah, great big prize at the end. Anyway, come to a nice seated position. Notice how you're feeling. No judgment. And just for this moment, think of something that you're grateful for. And think of someone that you're grateful for in your life. You can even think of something in your life that you're grateful for. And with all those good intentions in mind, set an intention for yourself of how you want to show up today on your mat in your life. All right, let's warm up, shall we? Hold on to that intention. So inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, let's start warming up. And then come on back up. And over to the other side. Let's just get a little bit dynamic just to get the side going a little bit. Back and forth. Doing this on purpose today. And then one more time on this side. Arms up. Take one hand, bring it to the opposite knee. Twist around. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then come on back up. Going to the other side. Getting the old vertebrae going. And then come on around. Okay. Bring your hands behind you. Notice how you're sitting, and hopefully you're sitting in this easy position, with one shin in front of the other. And then lean back, okay? And then just switch sides, okay? And then just kind of rock real gently forward and back, okay? We're just getting a little bit more, different way of warming up, okay? And then lean back and switch your legs again. So this was the initial way, right? And just kind of leaning forward and back. And then we'll switch around one more time. Just getting a little bit of blood flow in the legs and forward and back. And then back to the initial side. Okay. Now bring your feet. You can stay like this if this is in your practice, or you can bring your feet into Sukhasana or into butterfly. And they don't have to be like way in or way out. Okay. And then just kind of rock to one side and then rock to another. So we got the upper ribs going. So now let's get the lower hips going a little bit. Just going back and forth. Just getting a kind of a sit bone massage, right? All right, one more time. Over and over. Okay, come on around to tabletop. Okay, wrist underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Okay. Round your back up like an angry cat and drop your belly. Okay, inhale, round the back. Very important to keep the breath in mind. Exhale down. And then inhale, round your back. Notice anything going on with your vertebrae, any new sensations. Back down. All right, and come to a flat back. Okay, right foot. Bring the ball of the foot back. Stretch it back. Feel that excellent stretch. And then bring the knee back down. And bring the left leg back. Ball the foot down. Feel the stretch. All right. And then come on back down. All right, we're going to do some hip rotators, okay? So bring the right leg back, bend the knee in towards your shoulder and bring it around. So real slow, just rotating your hip in nice circles. They don't have to be super big, okay? Just warming up a little bit down there and then rotating around in the other direction. All right, and then come on back down. Pause. Notice how that feels, how that right hip feels, okay? So bring the left leg out, bend the knee, rotate around. And if it's hurting you in any way or whatever, obviously cease doing this. But hopefully you're feeling some good stretches going on. And then rotate it around the other way. All right. And then come on back down. All right, let's come to our first downward facing dog. Okay, lift your sit bones up. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale. You can bend one knee, then the other. Just getting a little bit of warmed up in those calves. Noticing how your breath is. Feeling the blood flow coming down through your head. And then walk your feet behind your hands. Come into a forward fold. Yeah, I totally forgot that. Grab your arms. Just sway side to side. Just warming up the lower back. Okay. Bring your hands back down. Bring your hands behind your calves. Or if you like your hands in front, that's okay too. Slide them halfway up. Okay, flat back. And then exhale down. And then let's stand all the way up. Reach up, reach up, reach up. All the way up, hands into prayer. Bring your hands all the way through. Pause. Mountain pose, okay? Lifting your toes, really rooting them into the earth. Okay, let's move. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly all the way back down. Hands behind your legs. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Okay, bring that right leg way back. Right knee down. Come up on the left knee, to keep the knee over the ankle. Okay, reach your arms up. If you want a deeper stretch, bend your elbows into cactus and lean back a little bit. My glasses might fall off. Lean up. Oh yeah, nice opener. And then come on back up. Bring your hands down by your front foot. Come into that tabletop plank. Lower yourself all the way down. Okay, your hands are down by your chest, okay? Lift up into cobra. Now, this is one way for those that have been doing the other way, which is lifting your collarbone up and then your hands up. That's fine too, whichever version works for you. Okay, come on back up to tabletop. Come on into downward facing dog. And breathe. Nice big inhale and exhale. Okay. I know you've been practicing this, so you're going to get that right foot between your hands. You can drop down into tabletop and bring your leg through, or bring the right foot up and step it nice and gingerly, right? You did it nice and softly. You didn't bring your foot down and cause like something to fall off a table nearby, right? Come on back up, sitting up. You can bring your arms up, okay? And then bend your elbows if you want to open up your chest, that upper back. Come on back up. Bring your hands back down to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog. And breathe. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Okay, walk your feet behind your hands. Forward fold. Feel that nice stretch in your hamstrings. Hands behind your ankles. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Bend your knees. Stand all the way up. Reach up, reach up. All the way up. Hands into prayer. Come all the way through and pause. Check in. Maybe think about that intention that you set earlier. It's always good to think about that. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way back down, okay? Hands behind your ankles. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Okay, bring your left foot back. We're coming into high lunge. So as you may know or may not know, you can stay on the left ball of your foot, or you can drop that foot down into a 45 degree, but just make sure that right knee is over the right ankle. Okay? Feeling nice and strong, and you might bring that right hip back a little bit. You can come down a little bit. Reach your arms up. Okay? And if you want to, you can bend your elbows into cactus. You don't have to do this part. Arching a little up. Come all the way up. Bring your hands down by your foot. Okay, you can bring the left knee down and come into tabletop or step back into plank. Okay, you can drop your knees and lower yourself down. And for those that are ready to do a full one, come all the way down to your belly. Tops of the feet to the floor. Your choice of coming up. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Exhale down. Come on back to downward facing dog. So let's try and go into the plank and then downward facing dog. Working on that upper body strength, right? Not easy for ladies, I know that. But it can happen. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, that left foot is going to come between your hands. So you can drop the right knee. Do what works for you, okay? And gingerly step the left foot through. Okay, come on up to a high lunge. Knee right over the center of the foot. Come as low as you want. Okay, this time the left hip comes back a little bit. Maybe tuck the tailbone. Reach your arms up. Okay, maybe bend the elbows. All right, come on back up. Bring your hands down by your foot. Step back into downward facing dog. And breathe. You can always skip this dog and go, right, we're going to walk our feet behind our hands if this is too much. Or just enjoy being here for a moment. Okay, walk your feet behind your hands. Forward fold. Hands behind your thighs. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Reach your arms all the way up. Bring your hands right through heart center. And pause. Check in. Okay, moving on. Inhale. Your arms all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Hands behind your legs. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Okay, bring your right foot back. We're coming into warrior two. Okay, bending the left knee, making sure it's going over the center of your foot. Maybe line up with the heel with the back arch or heel. Everyone's different. Okay. All right, coming up into warrior one, feeling that real stability of pressing the back foot down and having some kind of balance in the front foot, which may mean you have to move your legs a little bit closer together, or some of you may want them out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of fun here, okay? So bring your hands into prayer, all right? And you're gonna bend from your hips down towards the inside of the left knee, and then circle around back up to warrior two. Bring your right hand down to your thigh, reverse warrior, and come on back up. Okay, ready? Hands into prayer. You bend down and you do a nice circle. Woo, watch the knee, okay? Come on out to warrior two. Reverse. Come on back up. Okay, let's do that one more time. It's kind of fun. Okay, bend down so you're really getting solid. You can skip this part too, okay? And come on back up. All right. Bring your hands to your hips and let's just move around to the other side. So you're bending. Now this is my right knee. This might be your left. Okay, and maybe situate so you can see me. I don't know how you are at home. Okay, here we go. So hands into prayer. And now we're going to come down to the inside of that right knee and come around. And then come out. Hands in the back thigh, which is my left thigh. Reverse the warrior. Come on back forward. Hands into prayer. Bow all the way down and around. Woo! Getting those hips nice and warm. Reverse the warrior. One more time. Come on to warrior two. Hands. Come on around. Yep, get nice and strong. Warrior two. Okay, so let's swivel back around to the other side. Step the right foot next to the left, coming up into the front of your mat. Inhale your arms all the way up. And we're going to do something a little bit unconventional now. Exhale all the way down. And come on down to tabletop. And yes, you're coming down all the way down to, I'm going to come down to my right side. It really doesn't matter which side you come on. Okay, so I'm on my right side and I'm elbows right underneath my shoulder. So I'm bending my knees forward. We're going to do little isometric, eccentric, and concentric type of exercises that is part of a core. We always want to keep, it's going to keep out here. So this is, you're going to take your hand on the top knee, all right? And then lift the knee up, okay? And then all right, and then come on back down, all right? So you got that. Press your hand gently into the top knee. Come on up, and then release it, and then come on back down. Hand on top of the knee, so you're resisting, okay? So you're pressing your knee into your hand up, and then you let it go. You kind of rest it. Okay, one more time. Knee, hand into knee, press it up and hold it there. So when you get to the top, you're going to feel your glute, your thigh there really firing up, okay? And then just let it go for a second. Now this time, keeping your knee up, you're going to press going down. So press your hand and your knee together going down. Release the hand, rest it coming up. Press the hand into the knee. So you're pressing, you're really trying to resist going down. And then come on back up. And one more time. Go on down. All right. And then come on back up. All right. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay. We're going to now straighten your legs out. So again, hand on top of the thigh. Okay. So it's the same thing. So press your hand into your thigh as you go up and then release it, rest it all the way down. Press your hand into your thigh. Ooh, yeah. And then come on back down. One more time, press it into your thigh. Now hold it up there. So you're pressing your thigh and your hand into it together. Yep, it's firing up, I bet. Okay, release it for a second. Now we do the opposite. So when you're going down, you're pressing your thigh into your hand, going down. And then release your hand and come up. Press again. Resist, resist, resist. Come on back up. Press one more time down. And then come on up. Okay, next one. Bring your leg out in front, the top leg out in front. Your hand on top of your thigh. You're not going to, I'm not, completely diagonal here. So same thing. Press your thigh into it. There's a little bit different muscle group here that you're working. And then release it all the way down. Press it again. Ooh, yeah. All the way down. So this is going to help you with all kinds of standing and core movements, pressing in all the way down. One more time up. Can you keep it up there? Can you keep pressing? Feeling good, isn't it? And then come on down. You can pat it. That's always a good indicator of loosening things up if you were burning there. And I don't mean to burn you. I just want to make you stronger and be able to function through life well. That's the whole purpose of this. Okay, other side. So hand on top of the knee. Let's resist on the way up. Resist, resist, resist. Let it go. Hand down. Resist, resist, resist. And let it go. And just, when you take that rest, you know what I mean? Resist, resist, resist. So hold it up there. When you do the rest, you want to take the rest, right? Keep pressing your hand and your thigh into each other. Okay, release the hand for a second. Now the opposite. Press both ways going down. Yep, you might feel something a little different. Let that rest happen. Okay, press again, going down. Yep, going up. One more time. Press going down. Resist, resist, resist. Take advantage of it. And then go down. I actually like doing these better than weight training. I find that they work so quickly on people that aren't super strong. Okay, hands on top of your legs, okay? All right, resist, resist, resist. It's like working on me today. Down, okay? Resist, resist, resist. Rest, okay? One more time, resist, resist, resist. Now hold it up there for just a couple of seconds, really firing it up, and then releasing the top hand. Now resist, 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 going down. Relax. Resist, resist, resist. Relax, right? And one more time. Resist, resist, resist. Oh my gosh. And then relax it down. Okay, so the leg goes out in front. Hand on your thigh. Okay, here we go. Resist, 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 going up. You might feel a little bit in different areas again. That's why we move the legs around a little bit. Resist going up, pressing the thigh in. Come on back down. Hand into your thigh. Resist, resist, resist. Woo! Firing it up. Down one more time, and we'll just hold it, okay? Come on up, come on up. Yep, you're telling your body you want to get stronger down there, right? All right. And then come on around, and you can sit back in a child's pose for just a moment. I was doing these on purpose, okay? So, all right, take a nice big inhale and exhale. All right. Come on up to downward facing dog. Curl your toes under. Take a breather, maybe bend your knees a little bit just to move some blood flow down in your legs. Walk your feet behind your hands. Come into a forward fold. Hold that back stretch for just a moment. Okay, hands behind your legs. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. And then stand all the way up. Reach up, reach up. All the way up, hands into prayer. Come all the way through and pause. Okay. Have I got a fun one for you? Okay, so now that you've gotten, you're all strong right now, okay? It's going to come into chair. Okay, so bend your knees. You've also gotten your upper body nice and limber, right? So chair, you can stay here. Everybody's different, and make sure you're kind of back on your heels a little bit on this one. I think it might help, although you're going to find out that you're going to need all parts of your feet in a minute. So start leaning over onto your left foot, okay? And then start bringing the right leg up to the side. And this may be where, and again, you can bring your foot up and down, keeping that left knee bent, or you can just stand up straight, okay? Maybe bring your hands into prayer. Maybe bring your hands into traditional chair, right? So you're really working all the ankles, firing up that glute and everything on the left side. And keep breathing. Come down a little lower, maybe. Hands into prayer. Hands on your hips. Slowly come up. All right, say to yourself what you're feeling. Okay, I wish I could hear what you're feeling. Okay. Taking a nice big inhale. You know we got another leg to do, so this is a good one. So bending, bending, bending. Okay. And again, you're going to lift the other leg. Again, modify however you need to on this one, okay? Maybe bring your hands into prayer. This is definitely stare at something on the floor that's not moving. Okay, maybe come down a little bit, arms up into traditional chair by your earlobes. Keep breathing. Could stay here all day, don't you think? Okay, hands into prayer, hands on your hips. Slowly stand all the way up. Isn't that wonderful? All right, come on up to the front of your mat. And just for the fun of it, everyone, we're going to step our right foot out. And you can certainly join me in this one if you want. You can either step your right leg out, okay, or hop with me. So I'm bending into chair and I'm hopping out. It's another option. Okay, so we certainly fired up the outer thighs. Time to come into goddess, right? So we want to bend our knees, and the idea is not to have them sway in, but again, keep them as aligned as possible. You can. Everybody's built differently, okay? You can bring your hands into prayer. Okay, maybe come down a little lower, but really work these inner thighs, okay? And just hold it there. All right, maybe we'll do some goddess moves. So bring your hands into cactus. Okay, getting a little bit more of that sort of sway in your upper back. And then stand nice and slowly all the way up. And then exhale, come on down. Really engage those inner thighs. Inhale up. Exhale. Okay, feeling the bottoms of your feet really rooting too. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do it one more time because we've really neglected our inner thighs, and it's very important to get those adductors strong too. All right, and hold it. Yeah. Feeling really good and strong there. And bring your hands down. Okay, if you want to join me on the next one, great. So lengthen your knees. Bring your feet out so they're kind of facing the front of your mat. All right, and now we'll stretch it out a little bit. So bend down on your right knee. So now you'll get a nice inner thigh stretch. Okay, and then come on back up. And you can bend down to your left thigh. Just hold it there for a moment. And then come on back up. Let's go to the other side again. Just bend down and pause. Real slow doing this. You can feel all the different muscles, come on back up, that have to work when you have a wide leg. So you're pressing the outer foot down, but you're feeling your glute and your core is helping you move from side to side. And then bend down one more time around. Come on back up. And then bend over. Feeling a nice stretch. Come on back up. Okay, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. That's a nice way of getting back into hip width distance apart. Okay, front of your mat. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down. Hands behind your legs. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Come on down to child's pose. Take a breather. Take a breather. Get a drink of water. Do whatever you need to do. All right. Okay, down on the belly. Down on the belly. Okay. So let's do traditional Shalabhasana locust pose. So bring your hands down by your sides. Okay, lift your collarbone up, lift your arms up, and then exhale down. Okay, inhale up, both arms and collarbone. Exhale down. Okay. Inhale both again, arms and collarbone. Exhale down. Okay, if that's where you would like to be, that's great. The next time we're going to do both shoulders and legs. So lifting up the front body, the top body, I should say, and then lifting up the bottom body and hold it up there. And then let's come down. So we're going to make it dynamic today. Okay. So inhale them both up. Hold them at the top. Exhale down. Any kind of pain, come out of it. Inhale up. Hold it up there. Really use those glutes. Exhale down. Okay, one more time. Come on up and let's hold it. Really hold it up there. Doesn't that feel good? Make sure you're looking down at your mat so you're not doing anything to your neck. You might be quivering like I am, but we want a good back body, don't we? All right, and then stack your hands, rest down. Oh my, right? Okay, you can bend your knees. Windshield wiper. Yep. Okay, let's stretch out the quad, shall we? All right, so reach around. Grab your right ankle or left. It really doesn't matter. You can use a belt, a towel, a shirt if you can't do it, but it's so nice to do these stretches, as you all know. So you're pressing your foot into your hand and also getting a bonus of opening up the shoulder blade, or excuse me, the shoulder socket. Shoulder blade is actually compressing right now. All right, come on back around. Okay, bend the other leg. Press the foot into the hand. And always notice, don't become absent-minded from doing these stretches. Notice what's going on. It's really lovely to come into your body and feel it. All right, come on back to child's pose. And sit back. Oh, right, I forgot about that. So, back by popular demand, I looked down at my notes and I know that we have been working the core, but let's kind of work the core a little bit more, shall we? Okay, so we're going to come into forearm plank. So bring your arms down just like you're doing Sphinx, right? And you can certainly do the knee plank, okay? It's not tabletop or puppy, okay? So you're kind of flattening the back, all right? And if you want to, you ready? Curl your toes under and lift up. So if you start doing downward dog, or actually this is more like dolphin, try and bring your belly a little bit down towards the ground, or drop your knees, okay? You're going to be using the belly button into the spine and just relax into it. I know it sounds kind of contradictory. It's like, oh boy, we're in a plank pose and we're starting to shake. Don't think about it so much. Just know that this is probably one of the better ways of getting your core strong, and it lasts with you for a lifetime. Okay, keep holding. I'll just chit-chat away. I think you can hear Edgar barking. He's telling you a story, okay? Keep holding it. If you need to come out of it, that's fine too. All right, come on down. Sit back in a child's pose. All right. Whew. That's so nice, isn't it? All right, come on back around to sitting, please. Feet out in front. We're going to do a really quick counter pose. So bring your fingertips behind you. We're going to come into reverse tabletop. So either just sit with your chest open up, that's fine. Or you can lift your pelvis off the ground, that's okay too. Or you can bring your soles of your feet to the ground and come up. Whatever works for you today is fine. Just come on up, just stretching out. Okay, all right. Come on back down. Bring your feet out. Oh yeah, inhale your arms up from your hips, fold down. Bring your hands down to your legs wherever they land and just feel that excellent stretch wherever it may be. If you hear Edgar barking, it's because we have a new neighbor, Gypsy the cat. So Gypsy the cat likes to talk with Edgar. Slowly come on back up. All right, I want to get some more in. All right, let's swivel around. Okay. Continuing on with our core exercises, now because you just did plank, you're going to be able to do boat, right? And boat, by the way, you can certainly do it with your hands behind you, just like we did in reverse tabletop. Or come on up, grab behind your legs, maybe come up into it. Because I know you've been working on your core, so this is a no-brainer to everybody now, right? Keep breathing. Oh, yeah, that quiver. The quivering means you're working, okay? It's just so nice to know that, like, yes, the muscles are still there. They still want to work. And the quiver, if you notice, if you're getting it, I certainly am, is not hurting. It's not painful. All right, come on back down and hold your knees. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay. Slowly, using your core now, you're not flopping down, right? You're going to slowly, slowly, slowly come all the way down. Nice and slow. Oh, so nice to be down on the floor, isn't it? On the other direction, right? All right. We'll open up those hips because we certainly did do some fun stuff. Cross the right leg over the left knee. Right knee goes out. If you want to thread the needle, bring your hand through your leg. Okay, so if you watched last week, I brought up the fact that you want your lumbar spine to have a little bit of a curve in this pose. So you want to bring the pelvis, the tailbone down. Now, some of you may not be able to get that, but kind of go for that tailbone going down. So you're rotating the pelvis down. Okay. Open up that glute. I know I'm getting you to think about the pelvis, but let's think about the glute and the hip opening up a little bit too. And then maybe lengthen the left leg up. You can rotate your ankle one way, rotate it around the other. All right, and then come on down, uncross your legs and pause and just notice if anything's different, okay? All right, cross the other leg over, lift the leg up, maybe thread the needle or not. It's completely up to you. Lumbar spine thought, and then thinking about that nice hip opening. I cannot do enough of these. Just breathing in, breathing out. Maybe lengthen the right leg up. You can rotate one way, rotate another. And then come on back down and pause. Hey, all right, feeling good, right? Tell you what, because I'm feeling a little frisky today, you want to do some lower ab work. So this is one of my favorite ones to do. I like to watch my lower back. So I take a diamond with my hands, kind of like this, and I place them down on my sacrum. So I lift my sit bones up and down on the sacrum. Okay, that's me. Some of you may not want to do this. Okay, lengthen your legs out. Okay, it's one of my favorite ones, I got to tell you. Okay, so lift your legs up all the way up so you can do 90 degrees, okay? So that you notice how your back's doing. And then maybe lower them down just a little bit. This is kind of like a lay down pose, boat pose, okay? And then maybe lower them down just a little bit more. And you might like be saying to me, okay, the belly button's starting to feel really stretched. That's all right. And maybe you just want to stay here. I think I might stay here today. You certainly can go a little bit lower, like 6 inches off the ground. And that's a big quiver. Keep holding it. And then come on back up. One more time. So bring it a little bit down and hold it. And then a little bit more or not. Okay. Just do it where it works for you. Okay. Where you know you're getting that strength building. Maybe come down a little bit more. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Come on back up and maybe bring your knees into your chest. All right. Rock side to side. Okay. All right. Soles of the feet to the floor. Let's stretch out that belly, shall we? We're going to come into bridge. Okay. So either robot your arms or grab the sides of your mat and start lifting up your pelvis to the sky. And so it's you initially, which is natural, to fire up the glutes, but see if you can soften them a little bit. And maybe you can clasp your hands underneath your sit bones. You don't have to do this part, okay? This is just another option. And hold yourself up there, getting a good stretch through those hip flexors that we may have worked a little bit. And then slowly, slowly, slowly lower yourself all the way back down. Okay, tee your arms out. Windshield wiper your knees. Side to side. As a matter of fact, drop them over to one side and just hold them there, just so we get a little extra stretch, a little twisty stretch. Doesn't matter which side you dropped them on, just hold it. And then bring it back over to the other side. And then come on back up. Okay, the creme de la creme, Shavasana. So lengthen your legs out, bring your palms up to the sky, and just relax, okay? It's so important to just now go inward. Go inward, not in your brain, but into your body, into your breath. Thinking about the diaphragm moving, how your lungs are moving. And just breathe normally. And if your mind starts to wander, which is very normal, typical to do, maybe focus on the backs of your hands resting into the earth, the backs of your legs, your shoulders, just releasing, your jaw relaxing. You can stay here for as long as you want. Or you can start moving your digits, your toes, your fingers. You can even rock your head side to side if you feel any tension in your neck. When you're ready, just roll over to a side and stay there for a moment. Transitions from Shavasana should be done gently. Oop. Oh man, I just went out. Ooh, I just went out. Can you guys hear me? You can probably still hear me. I think my camera died, but come on up to a seated position. And reflect on that intention that you did earlier and hold it in your heart. And inhale compassion to yourself and exhale compassion to the world. Thank you for joining me. Although you may not see me, okay, I'm going to ask if you would like to do this via Zoom. I want to get people's input. Anyway, sorry about the technical difficulties today. Talk to you soon.